Is it recording? You lot, I'm gassed. I am gassed to be here. Welcome back to RFTV. It is Lucio and you lot. I know I've been gone for a bit again. I apologise. In all honesty, now, seriously, you lot, I apologise, yeah. I've been trying to get this consistency. I've been trying to get this consistency thing going, but right about now, I'm not gonna lie, a lot's going on in man's life, innit? Like just bare stuff round the clock just going on in man's life, innit? Good stuff though, good stuff, don't worry, good stuff. At the moment, it's kind of hard for me to upload all the time, and then I'll make a video idea and I want someone involved in it and they might not be involved, blah, blah, whatever. Here I am now, innit? So don't complain, just don't complain. Yeah. Today, earlier today I posted up, before I was getting work in my van, doing the Amazon driving. Earlier today I posted up on my Snapchat asking people to give me questions so I could answer in this video and basically give you guys a Q&A. I figured I wanted to do some solo videos as well because it is my channel. In all my videos, the ones that you can see there, and there, go check them out. It seems to be like a lot of other people are involved. Now don't get me wrong, I don't mind that. That's my peoples. You see what I'm saying? That's my guys. You get me, from my sister to my brothers to my friends and my girlfriend and this, that. But listen, you lot are here for me. So I'm gonna give you a lot of solo vid today, a Q&A, trying to make it enjoyable. Hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe, and turn on the little bell as well for when I upload. Yes, thank you. So without further ado, let's get into the questions. It's really embarrassing, yeah, if no one asks me anything. Oh my days, I haven't even checked if people ask me anything. This is the work phone. Yeah? This thing lasts a whole day. Probably 2 days charge. The job I do, I need it. Don't be cussing off my work. In fact, if you know a phone better than this for battery life, this thing here. Ooh. I thought I didn't get no questions, but the first one is a really, really, really good one. Shout out my bro Izzy. One thing you lot don't really know is the depths of specificity that my girlfriend likes. Now, I don't mind. I think a lot of women are picky in their own way, and I think as men, we gotta just let them be picky. I didn't ever think I'll be a picky person, but for me, having a child, having a daughter as well, if it was a boy, we had our name patterned. I'm not gonna release the name because, evil eye and let people wanna steal the things there. In all honesty, like, we've gone through couple names, like, everything she says to me, I'm like, no. Everything I say to her, she's like, no. Names that we like are probably like someone that we know would have it or something like that. It's probably, I don't know if it's like, we just kind of need to like chill and just accept it and just, have another name. Because there's so many people in the damn world. How are we gonna get like a unique name? I think it's gotta just come off right. But I spoke to her the other day. I spoke to her literally, I think, 2 days ago. I say I spoke to her, it sounds so poor because it's my girlfriend and she's pregnant. We were speaking about the situation the other day and we both agreed that it's probably gonna be one of the ones where we wait for the child to actually come into the world and then we'll create a baby. I was suggesting like the ones that we'll never ever do, because you know me, I'm just banter all the time. Literally I banter her 90% of the time we're together. So I was just giving off some mad suggestions for banter, but really and truly it was one that we liked, but we decided not to. But that, when it does, when we do decide, you lot will know, because there'll be a video on it as well. Let me tell you something, people, yeah? You see certain man them, yeah? When they cry all the time, yeah? Crying all the time, and you get onto them, yeah? And they get angry, and they just want to cuss you all the time. I got two answers. First of all, I didn't ask to be born this way, yeah? I was conceived by two people, yeah? And they had certain features that just didn't work out well in my favor. Now, there's nothing I can do about that, but yeah, I mean, that's why my nose is just huge. Sorry. The other answer is, which I tell everyone, is I can smell people's lies from a distance. I can smell your lies. I can smell if you haven't had a shower. This is a gift. Like, I'm God's given gift. Like, does that make sense? Yeah, I'm God's given gift to humanity, where I can smell more than a dog, bro. Like, I can smell what's cooking down the road. if feds ever wanted me to be involved with that, actually, 19, you know, bro, I can smell from a mile away, bro. 30. You see what I'm saying? Can you see into my brain? Cause I can. I'll be honest with you, it hasn't proper sunk in for me yet. I'm happy and I'm gassed and I'm excited and all of them things there. But like, I speak to a lot of people about this, yeah. What a girl feels for a child, what a woman feels for a child, a guy, I don't think they'll ever understand. I think the closest they'll come to understanding is like being there at the birth, because you actually see the child coming into the world. But what a woman feels for the child, we will never understand. And I say that because there's obviously certain things that my girlfriend's noticing, that when she says it to me, it's like, it's not that I don't notice it, but it's like I would have never clocked that and I would have never known that. But it's not a bad thing. They just have that personal, like they have the child in their stomach. Like man, when I tell you, yeah, these lot carry about this child, yeah, in their stomach. Child live, wakes up, goes to sleep. I'll be honest with you, before my girl was pregnant, I did not like deep how mad it is to actually have a human in your stomach. Like waking up, eating, you know, moving about, going to sleep at certain times. Papa has a pattern in the stomach. Like that's, for me, that's crazy. That's amazing. Like, don't you think that's crazy? So like when I found out I was gonna be a father, I'm starting to realize like my brain took a different route. I'm now starting to realize a lot more detail about certain things like her pregnancy, and it's good for the next question as well, because the next question asks what you didn't know about, you know, a girl being pregnant, what you know now, what you didn't know. For me, I think what caught me off guard is the hormones. My girl's hormones, yo. When I tell you, like, these hormones are different, at this moment in time, yeah, let's just do a test. Hold on, let me call her. Let me just call her.
346 minutes later.
Alright, so she didn't answer. But it's not, it doesn't take away anything from what I was saying. Yeah? The hormones are mad in it. The hormones are mad. She's sleeping, by the way, she's not cheating. Just stop the nonsense. For me, I think obviously I don't mind it, and I deal with it, because you have to be a man, you gotta deal with it. Where I find it sad is when obviously if they're trying to deal with something, and if they're trying to put their mind to something, it's so hard, and then it's hard for them to like maintain it, because the hormones are just raging, so they're getting annoyed easily, and they're getting pissed off, and I'm just like, there's nothing I can actually do in that time to actually help that situation as much as I feel like I can. There's only so much I can do, because obviously the hormones are just taking over. But me, I'm always there for support, you know what I mean? I do my part, you know what I'm saying? Big up me. But it's hard. I would say though that, yeah, and other things that we can't speak on because man like to keep certain things private. But lads, when you're going to have your child, you will enjoy. Someone that I've known for a very long time just asked me how many siblings I have. Well, if you want to know that, you got to check my other Q&A, first video I put out. Link's going to be in the description. Thumbnail's just going to be right there. And have a great watch. It's on 1K views. Yeah, so 1K views, so have a great watch. Yeah. I've met a lot of famous people. I've met a lot of famous people. I won't lie to you though, I'm a bit of a boring one when it comes to famous people. I don't see that. Do you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is, yeah. For me, everybody has their own different little world, innit? And for me, I have my own little world. What I would count as famous for me would be people that I look up to who are up there and out there. And there's not many people. I like the realist. I'm one of them old school, boring, you know, we should do this and that. I like the organic, the real, proper, where I can relate. And so I will probably get gassed over meeting someone like, put it like this, I think Chunks and Philly are great, but I'll be gassed over meeting Harry Pinero over Chunks and Philly. Not trying to compare them or anything, obviously you can see that Chunks and Philly's numbers are more, but I'll be gassed over meeting HP rather than Chunks and Philly. I'll still be gassed for Chunks and Philly, but I feel like I connect more with HP as a person. For me, yeah. But anyway, I took that question way over there. I've met, a couple of famous people, not that they'll remember, and I can actually just lie and say it because they'll never remember. There's some footballers, being in and around footballers. Why can I not think of one on the top of my head? I look like a liar. Who have I met? you know what? I'll make a video out of it. I'll make some type of video out of it, yeah? So stay tuned for RF and you see what famous people that I've met. My biggest fear is leaving my generations with nothing. Or working hard. Actually, I don't even think that's the biggest fear. I was gonna say working hard to put my generations on, basically, so the further generations on, and then someone just fucks it up. Because that can always happen. But I wouldn't even say that's a fear, because once I've gone from this world, there's nothing else I can do. I have to leave it to them. But I fear that I won't reach my aim of putting on the generations that I have to become. That's my only fear. I can't fear no man. I only fear God. And I don't fear death, because we all have an expiry date. We're only here to visit, so it is what it is. When your time comes, it comes, innit? I'll be honest, I'm quite the catch. There ain't much that I'll change, you know what I mean? I'm perfect for me, and the people who are around me, who love me, and who appreciate me, love me the way I am. But what I would say is, if I could, I've always wanted to have comfortable money. I'm getting there now. I'm getting there. Even without all the YouTube, I don't have no YouTube money, obviously. I don't know, 100 subs in that. But I'm getting to the point of comfortable money, because I've put myself in a position where I'm gonna get multiple streams of income, doing multiple things. I can't be someone that sits down and just does one thing. I just cannot do it. It just doesn't work. But I'm a busy head. I'm always working. This is partially why I don't upload as well as much, because I do so much where I get burned out, and I'm just trying to find a balance with it right now. And it's fine. I don't really care. Like, YouTube's not paying me anything. I haven't got as much subscribers. And if more people subscribe, I'll be more inclined to put out content. So share it with a friend. Share it. Has to be myself. I'll be honest with you lot, yeah? First of all, I feel like there's two extremes going around on social media right now. There's people that believe it will be back really soon, but there's people that think it will take a long time. It's gonna be like in the middle of it. What's probably gonna happen is, what's most likely gonna happen is that obviously the vaccine's out now, yeah? We're trying to get this world COVID free, because obviously COVID's dangerous. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna say, no vaccine, you can't do this. No vaccine, you can't do this. In the same way that people in the shops, you can't go into shops without masks, and they're gonna get strict that way. Majority of places are gonna say, no vaccine, no entry, no vaccine, you can't do this, no vaccine, you can't come here. That's gonna kind of make people get the vaccine, if that makes sense. I don't think it's gonna be a thing where they actually tell us, you know, it's compulsory. I just think they'll put it in places. We're gonna basically, through our experiences on an everyday basis, you wanna go to the shop, or you wanna go out, wherever, you wanna go to a concert, no vaccine, you can't come in. And then when enough people have actually had the vaccine, I think they'll make it compulsory then, because at this point they're taking the piss. But I understand people's worries and why people don't probably want to do it and stuff like that. And I get it. There's a lot of fake news and fake bull crap and fake stuff being thrown around, which is why I don't like social media and why I don't want to be on it. But I do like creating content, so I'll always put content out. What I would say is, the more we just stay in our yards for now, probably the quicker it'll be back. And if we stay in our yards for a long time, and then they're still saying that the cases are rising as well again, then we could probably look at it and say, yo, like, what can we do, bruv? Go out and just fly out and, you know what I mean, show some skin and go on the beach and, you know what I'm saying, just bake off. But for now, stay in your yard, smoke some grub, drink some juice, and have fun and live life. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna do for this, if you've made it this far, because this is for the people that make it this far into the video, is I'm gonna give you a lot of questions. So the question, I'm gonna pick it out from one of the ones that my boy gave me as well. And the question says, if you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Like, subscribe, share, everything. Yeah, I've enjoyed this. This is a nice little solo video. Appreciate the people that sent me messages as well. If you didn't, sim. And yeah, I'll see you lot soon.